I didn't expect to see my own painting staring back at me, from behind glass, under the glow of gallery lights, with a tiny gold plaque that did not have my name on it. My chest tightened, I stepped closer. The curator smiled politely, oblivious to the wildfire erupting inside me. Let's wait here before we continue. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and also drop your comment below. Let's continue. That one's popular, she said. It was sold to us by a local collector. She has an eye for talent. Collector? My artwork. My signature scratched off. My heartbeat pounded in my ears as 4 icy words left her mouth. Your mother sold it. My jaw clenched so hard my teeth hurt. There it was, the truth, hanging on a wall, priced higher than anything I'd ever owned. My brushstrokes, my colors, my time, my creation. And she sold it like it was nothing. The title drops right here, echoing in my head. Out of nowhere, my mom sold my artwork. Tracking it down led to a wild twist. My name is Trent Walker *, 32, white American, small-town kid, painter since I was old enough to hold a crayon. I grew up with a mother who treated my passion like a disease and an older brother who could do no wrong. Every painting I ever made was a tiny rebellion. Apparently, a rebellion she cashed in on. My mom never believed art counted as real work. You're wasting your life, she'd say while bragging that my brother made manager by 26. I lived quietly above a hardware store, working late-night shifts, painting whenever exhaustion allowed. I never imagined she'd go into my old room in her house, dig through my boxed canvases, drag them out and sell them. Not yet. But the signs were there. 3 months before the gallery incident, I visited home and noticed a canvas missing from the top of my stacked boxes. Mom, where's the sunset piece? I asked. She barely looked up from her coffee. Oh, maybe your brother moved it. He didn't, I knew he didn't. But I let it go. I shouldn't have. Standing in that gallery, I swallowed hard. My throat tasted like metal. How many pieces did she bring in? I asked, voice steady even though I felt like ripping the frames off the walls. 4, the curator replied. We purchased all of them. 4. My stomach flipped. 4 pieces that took me months each. What's the artist's name you have on file? I asked. Oh, she didn't say. She claimed she was the owner, but the works were signed by a TW. We assumed it stood for something else. My initials. Scratched, but still visible enough. She lied. She took my identity and replaced my name with a price tag. I asked if I could see the buyer history. The curator frowned. We're not supposed to share that unless there's fraud involved. I locked eyes with her. There is fraud. Something in my voice convinced her. She printed a list, 3 new owners, 1 remaining on display. My revenge didn't start with anger. It started with * calm clarity. The first buyer was a retired math teacher named * Gale *. Kind face, shaky hands, painting hung crooked over her mantle. It's beautiful, she said when she let me in. Your mother said the artist refused to sell, so she convinced him to. I almost choked. She told you what? I asked softly. Gale hesitated, that you were emotionally unstable, that someone needed to save your work. I blinked slowly. Mom told strangers I was unstable to make a sale. Score 1 for motive. Buyer number 2 was a dentist, sharply dressed, with a handshake too confident. Yes, I knew it was yours, he admitted, but your mom said you gave her power of sale. I didn't. She forged something then. He said it like he was discussing the weather. My jaw tightened. Another lie. More paperwork. A trail forming. The third buyer didn't even hang it. He left my painting in a garage like an old lawn chair. I asked why he bought it. He shrugged. Your mom said she needed money fast, divorce settlement. My parents weren't even divorced. The lies kept growing, mutating, branching. I kept knotting each one. Each detail. Each path. That's the thing about people like my mother. They assume you'll explode. But I was done exploding. I was planning. I collected. screenshots of texts, statements from buyers, forged documents, bank transactions showing deposits under her name, dates aligning with when pieces went missing. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Revenge tastes better when it's earned. Growing up, she'd throw away my drawings, calling them junk. I'd dig them out of the trash after school, smudged, torn at the corners. She kept every spelling test my brother ever touched. I got lectures. Maybe that's why this betrayal strung so deep. It wasn't about the money. It was about my name. I waited for the right moment. She invited us all for dinner. My brother bragged about a promotion. My mother smiled like he invented electricity. Then she turned to me with that familiar smirk. "Still painting, sweetheart, when will you try something serious?" "Perfect." I smiled back. "Oh, I am taking it serious now." She didn't catch the blade behind my tone. After dinner, I pulled out a folder and placed it on the table. "What's this?" she scoffed. "Proof," I said calmly. "Proof that you stole and sold my artwork." Her fork froze midair. My brother blinked. "Don't be dramatic," she said. I opened the folder. Photos, statements, receipts, forgery reports, screenshots. Her face went pale. "You're twisting things," she snapped. "No," I replied, voice steady. "You are." I slid the last paper toward her. A gallery contract with her forged signature, pretending to be me. She looked trapped for the first time in her life. I leaned back. "Here, what's going to happen?" I said. "You're going to tell the gallery the truth, you're going to return the money, and you're going to hand me back every piece you still have." My brother stared like he was watching a documentary on lions hunting. "You can't force me," she growled. I already did. I nodded toward the window. She didn't know the buyers had agreed to file fraud reports if she refused. She thought she was cornered. But she didn't know the real twist. The gallery offered to host a solo exhibit if I reclaimed my name. They loved my work. They just didn't know who created it. "You'll have to publicly admit what you did," I said quietly. She flinched. Her ego hated that more than losing money. For the first time in years, my brother stood up for me. "Why would you do that to him?" he asked, voice low. She sputtered. "I supported him." "No," he said, "you used him." Her mouth opened, closed. No words came out. That was new. The gallery hosted a small press announcement for my exhibit. My mother arrived, required by the buyers to correct her fraud. The curator asked her to explain. She stared at the cameras. Her pride fought her. But the threat of legal action choked her harder. "I misrepresented ownership," she said. That was the closest she got to an apology. I walked the gallery floor, moving from one reclaimed painting to the next. It felt surreal, like finding pieces of myself that she tried to erase. The curator patted my shoulder. "We are proud to display your work under your actual name." For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. Her reputation tanked. Family friends found out. Her boss found out. The community she loved gossiping in suddenly saw her as a thief. She tried calling me, texting me, sending letters. I didn't respond. This wasn't silence out of spite. This was peace. The gallery exhibit sold out. Every single piece. The curator offered me a contract. A real one. With my real name. I didn't expect success to come through betrayal, but maybe sometimes the universe rearranges your life with a sledgehammer. I moved into a small studio downtown with giant windows and room for canvases taller than me. I painted for hours, sunlight warming the space where resentment used to sit. I didn't think about her anymore. Not with anger. Not with sadness. Just distance. The last thing I heard was that she sold her car to pay back the buyers. Her pride cost her everything, her reputation, her comfort, her sense of control. As for me, I hung my favorite reclaimed painting above my new desk. Signed clearly with TW asterisk. This time, no one would erase it. And I whispered to myself, "Know your worth, never let anyone rename you."